If you're all gonna start fighting, then everybody roll for initiative. I'll just go ahead and add all these guys. Yep, you're all added.
I think me and Manu are in the wrong positions for our initiatives.
I was hoping to get a chance to maybe throw some caltrops or some ball bearings, but it looks like that's not going to happen.
Alright, looks like everyone's already rolled. So, sort. And first up is Wilkus.
After that epic speech, yeah. Okay. He's gonna come in. Is he able to stand here? Because I can't see the entire thing.
You can't? Oh. Drop your token and I'll reveal for you.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna stand there, and taking this cultist's words as literal, he plans to fight. There's no mercy now. So he's gonna swing his axe at him. That would be an 18.
18 hits.
12 damage.
He's dead.
Oh. Okay.
Yep, so Wilkus just one-shotted the one guy, and the rest of them were still in their beds.
Now that was an. That I moved and performed an action. Would attempting some sort of intimidation be could I use a reaction to do that? Or not a reaction, a bonus action, or?
Talking is a free action, and if it calls for intimidation, I will tell you to roll it.
Okay. Well, upon doing that, Wilkus will say, "We only want answers. If you do not pull up weapons, then you will not be harmed."
That sounds more like persuasion.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and
Want me
roll
to roll?
persuasion.
Let me check my...
You get the same bonus anyway.
Oh, fuck yeah. Sweet! That'd be a 14. Not the greatest.
14, huh? No, they're still going to kill you. I mean, as far as these ones in the beds are concerned, they've outnumbered you. Because they can't see Allegretto, Sparrow, and Lizzie.
Ah. Okay. Their funeral. That's all for Wilkus.
Alright, next is Lizzie.
Okay. Alright, so Lizzie wants to move about here. Alright, she wants to use Sacred Flame on this cultist.
Okay.
So they would have to perform a dex save.
Dex save, huh?
Yeah, I don't know how that would work if they're laying down, though.
If they're prone, what does that do to their dex saves?
I would imagine it would be a hefty disadvantage.
No. No, they don't get disadvantage to dex saves. So, yeah, I rolled a 20.
I wish I could see your rolls. So, yeah.
Well, technically the result was
have-
21, but whatever.
So nothing would happen, and that would be it for her.
Yep. Next is Allegretto.
Alright, let's see here. I've got 2 people in front of me. Only move 30 feet. No, I can only move half of that because going through people is difficult terrain.
You still have enough movement to move, like, here or here-ish.
What do I get, 15 feet to play with?
Don't you have a movement speed of 30?
Yes, but going through people is considered difficult terrain, right?
Yeah.
Which would essentially be half.
Well, not exactly. If you were to move in a similar fashion through, like, for example, if you went like this way, you could effectively only lose 5 feet in movement if you did that.
Except that there is a bed in the way.
I suppose so.
Yeah. So I could effectively...
It may be beneficial in the future to maybe make maps a little wider to accommodate this no grid movement.
What do you mean wider? The hallway is 10 feet wide.
Remember, it's just got to be the center of our token. Anyway.
I suppose that's a good point, actually.
Don't forget the
15.
tokens are just representations.
Doesn't that mean effectively you could squeeze through between 2 characters, but that would still be taking whatever.
I mean,
I give up.
That's why you can get through them. But it takes more movement because you're moving weird.
Well, either way, you can definitely reach the one guy in the bed if you absolutely needed to.
Well, I'm going to stop everybody's discussion because I'm going to ask PK a question. If I were to, I don't know if it's possible, move. Oh, never mind. Technically, it's not something I can see. If I move right. Stop. Fucking up. That would be 15 feet right there.
Well, no, not really, because you forgot to actually move into the room first. What you just did looks like you were walking through the wall. But, whatever. Doesn't matter.
No, if you want to play it right, play it right.
Let's just assume that the tiny, itty bits of spaces where your allies aren't difficult terrain.
He could get there anyway. He's fine.
Alright, say if I did that, could I... He is down, technically not moving at this point, correct?
Yes.
Technically would be considered in a defenseless state.
No, not really. He's just prone. He's not incapacitated. Being prone means that creatures that are adjacent to them have advantage on attack rolls, and they have disadvantage on attack rolls themselves.
Alright, then I'm just gonna shoot that guy. We'll just make it real straight and simple. Well, I thought about shooting that guy, but that doesn't work, period. So.
Nope, he rolls out of the way and the arrow shoots into his pillow.
Yeah, so. Well.
Okay. Let's see which one are you? Oh, you're the dead one. Okay. Then it's
You're the dead one.
It's Sparrow's turn.
Okay. I assume I can see this cultist here, right?
If you hover your mouse over your token, it will show you what you can see. And it looks like you can, yes.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to viciously mock him by making the sound of his friend dying.
Okay.
He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. Let's see. 7.
Okay. So he takes 4 damage, and he has disadvantage on his next attack.
Okay, now which cultist are you? This one, okay? This cultist uses half of its movement to get out of bed. And then it's going to draw its scimitar. Let's see, can he reach? Yes, he can. He's going to run over to Wilkus and attempt to attack him with a scimitar. 10.
That's a pitiful miss.
Yep, okay. So, next is Manu. Tyler?
Sorry. I've been sneezing a lot, so I had to keep myself muted. Okay, so my net is currently out of my hand. No one's in a good position to do any ball bearings or call traps for. So instead, the dead body of the cultist would be considered difficult terrain, correct?
Yes.
That's fine. I will still move out of the way to give some other people some movement. I will move to this position, and I will proceed to go ahead and whip the cultist. Let's do this. That's going to be 14
That hits.
on the cultist. 6 damage, which is the max damage I can do with it.
6 damage while you rip right through the cultist's robes.
Okay.
Yeah, and underneath, you can see that his skin appears to be horribly burned.
That's disheartening. Okay. Manu will then proceed to take his interaction for the turn to pull out another net. Okay?
Okay.
And proceed.
Okay, next is this cultist over here. Gonna use half his movement to get out of bed. Then he'll draw his scimitar and move over to Manu. And attack. 20.
That hits.
Yeah, so you take 3 slashing damage. Okay, next is this cultist over here. Have his movement to get up. Then he moves over and helps his friend in attacking Wilkus. 10.
I'm getting lucky as shit.
Yep, next is Zid.
Okay. You know what? I am just going to step over here behind the meat shield, and I am going to fire an Eldritch Blast at this one here before he can get out of bed. 22.
That hits.
5 damage.
He's dead.
Wow, these fuckers are squishy. And, as my turn ends, I just want to try to maybe intimidate them and just give off an evil laugh and just tell them this is way too easy. You might want to consider giving up, or more of you will drop.
Okay. Roll intimidation.
17.
17. Damn.
Yeah,
well,
I got 7 on it.
seeing that you guys now outnumber them 2-1, and that 2 of their allies are dead, they drop their weapons and hold their hands up into the air.
So I did good. I end combat.
They're surrendering, yes.
Okay, we win. Proceed with the interrogations.
Alligar is obviously going to gather their weapons so they cannot grab them again.
What do you do with the cultists?
Tie them up.
Yes. Manuel will assist in that.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you want to use one piece of rope? I got an extra rope.
I think one should be enough. And Manuel will just use the one that he has to tie them up.
Okay, you tie them all up.
Mm-hmm.
He's even got rope icons. How cool.
And, well, I suppose it's best if we start asking him some questions then.
While you're doing that, I would like to check the corpses, see if there's anything of interest, maybe a note, scrap of paper, anything.
Do you also search living cultists?
Yeah.
I will let them do that since they're interrogating them, because after that, I want to search whatever the hell is over here.
That is a wardrobe, and in the corner is a barrel. There's also
Okay.
2 doors.
Okay, so what do I find when searching these?
The two cultists on the floor each have 2 silver each.
As he's searching, Wilkus pulls back the hood of the one that he killed. What is it?
He looks like
What's it?
he looks like a normal human. He's got dirty blonde hair, brown eyes, and all of his skin seems horribly burned, but not by fire.
Oh, that
Wilkus
sounds
sort of
fun.
stands up and looks at the other 3. So what's up with that?
What's up with what? You need to be
Skin.
more specific.
He said something, PJ.
Oh, his skin?
Their skin.
Yeah.
Oh, that. That is a marking of our allegiance to our master,
Who's your master?
Papref Daar.
Can't say I've ever heard of him.
You will, one day, once he's fully grown.
What is he?
He's a black dragon. Yeah, not so brave now, are you?
Hold on. Zid hearing this, he wants to go to... Which one of the fuckers said it?
This one. The one that's
Okay,
the one that's almost dead already.
He's gonna lean... I'm not killing him. He wants to lean down and ask him, have you ever heard of the Undying?
No.
Well, let me inform you. He is a powerful deity of which I serve that cannot die. I'm sure your black dragon can die eventually.
I'm sure you can die too. And he'll be the one to do it.
And just to be reminded to you individuals, you can die as well. So I suggest that you tell us everything that you know. Otherwise, we'll have to end it a little prematurely.
I actually want Mano to roll intimidation.
Okay. Very low, but
6.
that's gonna... Yeah, 6.
The cultist looks at you and says, "We'll never talk. Even if you kill us, Papref Daar will still rise."
Wait a minute, is it only one specific cultist saying all this, PJ?
Yeah, it sounds like this asshole here.
The other 2 have their heads down and they seem to be silently chuckling to themselves. Like, you almost can't tell if they're crying or laughing.
Well, let's make this real easy. Algar's gonna walk up to the one with the smart mouth and stab him right through the face.
Okay, you kill the cultist with the smart mouth.
Okay, and Zid is going to move over to this one and kneel down. I am going to use Prestidigitation to create kind of like a little lightning effect. It doesn't do anything to him, obviously, because it's fucking shit spell. But I'm just going to do that for like a threatening thing and ask him, would you like to be next? Or would you like to give us a little bit more than what you've given so far?
The cultist looks up at you, and this cultist in particular actually appears to be female. But you can see that her face is more horribly burned than any of the others, and she just laughs at you.
Okay, we got a nutcase that's more devoted than the other one. Fuck me.
Oh, great.
And their usefulness is ended. And then
No. Hey, fucker. Hey, do not kill them yet. We haven't interrogated number 3 over here. We don't know if he's crazy like this one or if he's actually a chicken shit at heart.
In that case, Wilkes pulls out. He slings his axe. If you're able to allow this, PJ, tell me. If not, I'll change what he pulls out.
Well,
The broken orc sword he has as a trophy. He's gonna pull that out, pull the hood of the cultist away, and then hold it to their neck while holding the back of their neck with his other hand. If you care to talk, or is this the end for you as well?
well, I've been trying to tell you, he's already talking. He is very quickly mumbling lots of quiet, these seem to be prayers, and his eyes are rolling up in the back of his head.
Something bad's gonna happen. Kill him. Kill him quick.
Yeah, Wilkes slits his throat.
Yes,
with
let
the,
He sluts his throat. Okay. You literally mispronounced one letter of that, and you have now made a horrible sex joke with a badly burned man. Would you like to slut the woman's throat too? I'm sure it could go deeper.
Nah.
I'll take slut her throat for 300, Alex.
Okay, you know what? Now, as a now hold on, fellas. As an intimidation practice, she can't dodge anything I do, correct?
No.
I want to use Eldritch Blast on both of her kneecaps to snap him.
When you blow up her kneecaps, her laughing intensifies.
And it
All right. Before we go any further, I would like to point out to everybody, we've got 4 dead corpses, 1 fucked up bitch here, which makes 5, but we have 2 beds, or we have 2 empty beds. We've got 2 people missing here.
Now,
The
yeah.
entrance was trapped, though. I imagine they were holed up here on their own.
Now, Lizzie brings up a good point. Would she be allowed to use her healing kit so Zid can torture information out of her, maybe?
With that kind of laughter, there's no way he'll get anything out of her.
Better question. What is her natural alignment?
Plus, Manu is completely against using torture as a form of getting information. It's mostly ineffectual for the most part. She's just going to tell us whatever we want to hear if we keep doing that.
That's kind of. Can
No,
I ask
that's-
Manu to leave the room so I can get information?
No. She'll make up stories that sound correct. That's what you do when people. That's what people do when you torture them.
Or she'll just keep laughing and not actually understand anything you say to her.
Yeah, she's too far.
All right, fuck it. I'll use another Eldritch Blast to completely blow her jaw off and then her face off.
Look in that movie, Face Off.
You make the last cultist in the room's demise far more gruesome than it needed to be.
Well, remember, Zid loves to see the way things die, and this was a very creative way.
Manu goes ahead and puts up his mask since the fight is over, and he'll proceed to look over the remainder of the room to find any sort of items of value or passageways further in.
Yeah,
Okay.
Alligator's gonna search the corpse that he stabbed in the face. Stabby stab.
Yeah, I'll search the corpse that I literally blew apart, but I want to ask Manu, as Zid, you can speak to ghosts, correct?
Technically, anyone can. I'm just familiar with them.
Can you give it a try on these particular ghosts, since they are ghosts now?
That's not how. Let me explain.
Okay.
That's not how ghosts work. Ghosts usually happen when people have something that they need to take care of when they die. Most likely, these cultists have already accomplished what they needed to. Most likely, they're already in the afterlife.
Yeah, fair point. I mean, I'm pretty sure Giggles over here accomplished what she wanted.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's possible that they are here as ghosts, but we wouldn't know about their presence yet.
so PJ, I want to search the cultists that I blew apart, and then I want to search the wardrobe.
Okay, on the cultist that Allegretto is searching, he finds 3 silver. The other cultist also had 3 silver. And is anyone going to search the third cultist?
Sparrow, head, and so.
Sparrow's going to?
Yeah.
Okay, Sparrow on this cultist finds 8 silver.
Heck
Oh.
yeah, pocketing it.
Oh, none of the cultists were carrying shields, were they?
No.
Okay, just a quick question about it. Oh, and
Got that goblin shield?
it's metal. Manu refuses to
yeah.
use it. But Manu does pick up the net that he threw down before. Am I able to recover that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so Zid wants to search the wardrobe. Does he find anything of interest, or is there just a shit ton of black robes in here?
There's a lot of black robes with green lining.
Yeah.
They all appear to be slightly rotted.
Slightly rotted. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shit. Well, we're missing 2 people, correct, fellas?
Didn't I just say that?
Yeah, I'm going based off of what you said. We're missing 2, right?
What's through that door over there?
Hold on, before you say anything about that door. Are these cultists here, these 5 cultists? I know there's 6 of us, but are their robes still usable?
The robes are still wearable, yes, and they are all medium-sized. But there's only but there's only 3 in the wardrobe.
I assume the one that Manu cut up that was not usable.
No, the robes worn by the guys that you've killed so far have been damaged beyond use.
Okay.
Either damaged or bloodstained or both.
Yeah.
Well, if it's bloodstained, I can use wait a minute. Oh my god, Lizzie, did you do it? Did you do it? Please, God, tell me she did it.
These guys are pushovers, though. I don't see why we'd even worry about moving further in.
Hold on. Lizzie has mending and I have prestidigitation.
Well, so we could fix the robes. Big deal.
We could fix the robes and clean the robes and then adventure. Well, the robes have hoods. We can hide our identities and play off like we're them.
Maybe, but Sparrow definitely could not. That beak would stick out like 4 feet from this freaking.
Yeah, I know.
So I would suggest that if we're going to use those, it's probably best for like 1 or 2 of us with the highest, that are the most stealthy to go up and try and trick the enemy.
That would be deception, not stealth.
Sorry, deception. And
well, I'm proficient in deception, but what if we made it look like these one or more of these cultists kind of captured you? We just use a rope and make it look like it's around your wrist, but you're really just holding it, and I'm just leading you through, and I'm dressed up as one of them.
What are the general builds of these guys? Are they similar to any of the people in our group?
They are normal human size. I mean, these are robes we're talking about. They're long.
Well, I'm just saying for those of us who would be able to wear the costume effectively. For me, definitely not. I'm too tall.
All of you
you're
can
like
all of you can wear the robe effectively, except for, as you pointed out, Sparrow.
Because that sexy beak just sticks out too far.
Beak's too big, man.
Okay, so we can actually cover this. We could pretend to tie up the bird, just have it where he's kind of holding the rope and not really tied up, so they can just drop it and go if we have to. And we could, since she's heard everything out, or since Sparrow, I keep forgetting it's a guy. Since the bird has heard everything Allegretto has said, he can obviously mimic anything that
that they said.
Yeah. So we could play it off.
I don't know. For the time being, Manu will take. Do these doors happen to have any sort of keyholes on them?
None of the doors have keyholes.
Is there a space beneath the door?
Yeah, the doors appear to have been shoddily placed into the gaps.
Just crouching down to the floor level and looking beneath, do I see anything? Do I see feet or anything of interest?
You don't see feet, you just see a lit hallway.
And there's another door on this side too. Do I see anything on that one?
You can see light, and you can see feet right around here. How good's your perception? Yeah.
How would they not have heard the combat?
Well,
Or the torture.
well, you can hear what sounds like talking.
Okay, well I shush everyone else by like moving my hand towards everybody, and I just listen to what they're saying. What do I hear?
Well, you hear a person speaking in common. They appear to be pleading for their life and begging for forgiveness. They say it wasn't their fault, they just made a simple mistake. Then you hear another person speaking in Draconic.
Okay.
Shit.
I don't think any of us know that.
I do.
I
You
can.
do?
I'm gonna say Allegretto knows the written and verbal of Draconic, so that's actually very easy.
And what was Sparrow saying? She can understand it too. He can understand it too.
He
She
has
can comprehend
comprehension.
language.
He kind
Oh,
of-
okay.
No.
Well, I do implore Allegretto to come over. What does he get from it?
Allegretto listens against the door, and he hears a voice, a very grungy voice, say, very well. I suppose I can let you live for another day. I'm feeling very generous right now. And then you hear somebody repeat the exact same words in common, out loud. And then another person speaking in common says, "Oh, thank you, master. Thank you." And then you hear footsteps, coupled with the sound of wading through a kind of liquid. Then you hear a snarl and a chomp. Then you hear a spitting sound, followed by a quick splash, and the grungy voice says in Draconic, "Bleh. Did he really think I would let him live after that foolish mistake?" And then the other person speaks in Draconic, "You have made a wise decision, my master."
Well, that's probably our dragon friend.
I'm assuming Allegretto tells that to everybody.
As quietly as possible. Okay, so that means there's one person, one unknown possible dragon type thing behind that door.
And a dead person who is very, maybe loot heavy. You might be able to check that out.
Maybe it would be a better idea for us to take the other path, see what we can find there first. Then maybe we can come around the entire facility.
Well, on one hand, we could get the jump on him and just bust down the door and go after him. But if he is more powerful than us, then we basically fuck ourselves.
We'd have to
Well,
make sure that
if-
we have a route of escape.
Yeah,
If
but
we
on
br-
the other
if-
hand, if we take the other door, like you're suggesting, we might lose our chance.
Well, if we bust in the door right here, that means there'd be nothing to close and lock our path. If we have to get away, we can. But I'm a bit worried as to what that chomping is. That might be more of a threat than the dragon. Unless that was the dragon, I don't really know. Does anyone actually know anything about dragons? Because I'm not really familiar with them.
All of you should have basic knowledge of dragons.
Yeah, I would have basic knowledge. I wouldn't have much. I specialize more in demons and devils.
Okay, well, how about this? Who has the highest nature?
Mine's +4, but I am proficient.
Yeah, you seem to be the only one proficient in nature.
Go figure.
Okay, so Allegretto knows a few basic things about dragons. He knows that the chromatic ones that are just named after colors, are evil. And the metallic ones, the ones named after metals, are good. But he can't quite recall what colors represent what between each dragon.
Yeah, let's not make this too easy.
Well, it looks like we're gonna need another coin toss. It looks like. Well, none of you seem to be making any
Well-
decisions.
Well, Allegretto would have an advantage for distracting because he could walk in and start speaking to the dragon in its own tongue, which, from a lore basin standpoint, would actually throw it off.
Possibly. Wilkus, you're going to say something, right?
Yeah, knowing what they know now about the dragons, you said these things look like they were burned, but not by fire, right, PJ?
Right.
What would it be to determine the nature of the wounds and what created them?
Medicine, maybe.
You could do medicine or nature, depending on which one would be higher for you.
I'm gonna do nature because that one has a plus. Okay, I have no fucking clue. Anyone else?
I was gonna say before you started rolling like a madman, Lizzie has +5 in medicine.
Well, if anyone's going to help, then I can just, tell you guys what it is.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously I'm going to help.
Right.
Yeah,
well,
Lizzie is gonna check them out.
you both check out the corpses, and you compare information about, medical knowledge and stuff, and you determine that all 5 of these cultists have been burned horribly by acid.
Wonderful.
Shit.
Oh, anyone got baking soda?
So we bust in there, or do we not fuck around with this? Because this
I'm not a fan of melting.
doesn't have anything to do with our current quest.
No, but it could come up later. If that fucker gets a card, we're fucked.
It's up to you guys.
Yeah, well, it is the question of the moment. Who wants to fuck with a dragon?
Well, wait, we can do this kind of smartly. How could we do we know if dragons have dark vision? Do we know that kind of
Dragons do have dark vision.
Okay, that ain't gonna help them.
They have natural dark vision.
I mean, we could all go through this door here, and I could try to run distraction under this door, and then we could watch from underneath this door and see what happens in the room. Try to lure them in so we can see what the hell we're dealing with.
Well, we are also assuming they did not just hear 5 people get brutally murdered, so safe bet would be they would assume that they heard that.
Okay.
Possible.
Well, as you guys are standing around trying to decide what to do, this door opens up. Behind it is another cultist, and he looks at you all and says, "I take it you're all done? The master would like to speak with you."
What for?
It is not my place to say. You would have to speak with him.
And if we refuse to speak with him unless you tell us?
Then you will have to deal with his wrath. Or I would kindly ask that you leave.
Well, as you can see, we're not leaving. So your best bet, if you don't want to end up like your friend and fail your little mission to get us to talk to him, just tell us what he wants. We might just come along.
Allegretto kind of looks at him and goes, "What part of he wasn't told why did you not get here?" And he did ask nicely.
Yes. It doesn't seem like he means us any harm right now, so...
Oh wait, he didn't say he didn't know why. He said it wasn't his place to say.
I don't know why. I'm just following my orders.
Fucking cock-blocking cultist.
Mano puts his mask back down. Okay, we'll see him.
Okay? He steps out of the way and lets you all through. Just let me remove the door. Yep. Anyone who wants to walk through can. You see, you come into a large room. There are several black prayer mats on the floor. And on this half of the room is a huge, very shallow pool, no deeper than an inch, of acid. And standing on top of a pedestal, about 3 feet high, is a baby black dragon.
A baby. Really?
And slumped over in the pool of acid in front of him is a headless cultist.
PJ, moving the tokens is broken again.
For you? Yeah, let me just move you.
Well, we're here. What did you have to tell us?
The dragon begins speaking in a language only Allegretto understands.
I would check again. I'm not the only character that speaks Draconic.
You're not? Oh, Lizzie
Oh,
knows
I'll
it.
be damned. Lizzie does. Okay.
Oh, okay then. Well, in that case, Allegretto and Lizzie both hear what the dragon has to say. He says, "You have invaded our home, killed most of my followers. This pleases me. I didn't like them. I am willing to let you take their place as my servants. You may live here and live under my protection, so long as you do as I ask."
Zid speaks up and says, I already have a deity. I don't need a...
You don't know what he says. How can you understand it?
Oh, yeah. That is true.
Well,
Can Lizzie translate for Zid?
Well, after the baby black dragon says all of that, the cultist over here translates for all of you. He repeats everything he said in common.
Okay, Zid will proceed to say what he said.
And then the cult leader, repeats what you said to the baby dragon. He basically acts as a translator for everybody.
Yeah, this is gonna be horrible.
Yeah, so the black dragon wormling says to you specifically, "Forget your deities. I am the only protection, the only power you need."
I would like to ask why. Why do you care about offering protection to anyone?
Well, mostly because it's fun. It's fun watching humans squirm as they beg me to protect them from whatever minor thing it is that's ailing them, whether it's a goblin or a kobold. I'll fly in and save them, and then they're so thankful. And it's hilarious when they get hurt all over again.
Allegretto is going to say in Draconic, what makes you think anybody in this party needs any kind of protection?
Oh, you speak my tongue as well, do you? Well, you will need protection. For if you do not accept my offer, you will have to deal with me. And now, I would like to cut away from the RP for just a second to warn everybody that even though fighting this thing is considered an easy encounter by the XP budget, this thing can kill you pretty easily.
So, we have now been issued our first official choose your path, this could fuck you over card. And the only initial thought I have to that is, I've got to pee.
Mano can't bring himself to accept something like that. Not in this situation.
Yeah, but does Manu know how hard this thing is to kill? Or that it can kill us? This is player information, not
Yeah, we're discussing.
There's
player.
no saying we actually have to fight it. We can run.
That's kind of what Sparrow wants to do at this moment. He's staying
Yes.
back behind the door for a reason.
Guaranteed. All right, going outside, going obviously in outside of game. Sparrow, Zid, and maybe Allegretto could get out the door before anything happens. Sparrow will survive. Zid, I'd give it about an 80% chance. Allegretto, 40. Lizzie, Manu, and Wilkus, I would, if we were to book it and it pissed this thing off, I'd give him about a 5% chance.
Perhaps. But regardless of warnings given by the DM or not, it's not something that I that I would necessarily think that Manny would agree with. So, regardless, yeah, it's just the way it is.
Well, obviously, there was a discussion about running, and I am logically pointing out, yes, we could choose to have our characters tuck tail and run, but we could also lose half the party in the process.
And if that happens, it happens.
Why don't we tell this thing that we're going to go to the next room and speak on this? That way we kind of get out of the room and he thinks we're talking about it, and then we can get the hell out.
Well, Manu does look back to the dragon, and he does state, "This is a big decision for our group. As you can probably already tell, we spend a lot of time discussing things. We wish to speak alone on this matter. Can we please return to the previous room to speak on this before we make our decision?
Roll a persuasion check.
Yes.
Ooh. Horse persuasion check.
That's going to be a 13.
13.
Mm-hmm.
The baby dragon looks at you all and says, "No. If you aren't with me, then you are against me and will die."
Zid is gonna look at the translator and tell him, well, if he doesn't let us speak on this, then we can't come up to a conclusion, and we did just wipe out most of his followers. We would be very valuable if you give us a chance.
That's gonna have to be a persuasion roll.
Actually,
No, because I'm lying through my fucking
Well-
teeth, so I'm trying to deceive him.
Actually, no, because I know how they would respond. After the relaying of information, the cult leader looks to you and says, "Papref Daar doesn't want disloyal servants. If you are not willing to work for him now, you may betray him later."
And then so be it.
Wilkes is going to
fight.
start walking towards the door. He says, "I have no interest for working for such vile creatures as yourself."
Then Papref Daar looks to this cultist and says, "Stop him!" How do you react?
I don't speak his language.
Well, okay, well, you can see
However,
the two cultists.
Allegretto does ready action. Ready to shoot this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna ready an Eldritch Blast at this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I have my axe drawn still. If either of them gets within range, I'm going to attack them.
Lizzie is gonna ready an action for a Sacred Flame on this one, just in case.
I was going to say, both cultists draw their scimitars.
Okay.
Okay, new initiative time.
You know
Guys,
what?
I have a question.
42.
No, like we know. Oh, that fucker's in the initiative too. We know that this thing is acid based. What if it has a breath attack? And what if we're clustered together like this?
We're trying to get out of here.
Yeah.
We have no. We're not going to run away from the door.
No. We're gonna siphon ourselves through the door as our turns come up. Okay.
You have to wait. PJ hasn't tossed initiative on 2 of the characters. We could not make it through the door.
Yeah,
So-
Zid might be fucked. Well, Zid is probably fucked.
It's okay. Well, we're gonna see
We'll
what happens.
Just let them
Yeah,
get
Zid
it.
Oh,
is fucked.
damn.
I will see all of you in hell.
Oh, and okay, yeah, it goes back to Lucas.
Okay. So we got an entire round. They're at the bottom of the initiative. Oh, except for the dragon, but whatever. We still got plenty of time before the dragon comes up.
Yeah.
Okay, so ready to actions?
Technically, PJ would not ready to actions take effect first.
Well, you didn't actually set a trigger. I mean, Kaze did. He said that if they got close, which they haven't yet.
And I wanted to in case they wanted to fight. That's what Lizzie was going based off of.
Did you?
But you
spend-
never set that.
Yeah.
You
Technically,
just said what you were going to do, not when you were going to do it.
technically, without declaring what the actual trigger would be, Danny, we would actually have to wait for them to move.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Just a small
by
oversight.
D&D standards, we would actually have to wait for them to move before a triggered action would take.
Okay, so am I free to go?
Yep.
Okay. How much is it to get through 10 feet instead of 5?
Yeah. Just subtract the amount of feet it would take for you to get to the difficult terrain from your movement, and then move that movement.
So you got 25 movement to work with.
No, 20.
You only move.
Or
from
no,
one
no,
time.
you're right.
Yeah, it's 25.
Dash,
Okay.
dash. You can dash, can't you?
Well, there's no real need to right now. Is there?
It's up to you. I mean, if you stay behind, then you can aid any allies that, get themselves in a sticky situation. But if you move
Yeah,
ahead...
I'm actually going to adjust my ending space to here to let them through.
Yeah, but if you move further ahead, then, you won't be in anyone's way when they come rushing through.
Yeah. I'm going to stand here to allow them... Is this enough space for them to get through without it being difficult?
Let's just put you here.
Okay.
Make at least half a token's worth of space. Okay?
Okay. And then I'm going to take the dodge action and just wait it out for them.
Alright, next is Lizzie.
Oh, I'm worried about this.
If this screwed me.
Yeah, have Lizzie just get out of here. Just go.
So that is probably 20 since I had to move through so much shit.
Just subtract 10 from her movement and move her 20.
Okay.
She's got another 10 she can do. There.
So is that effectively what we're going to do for moving through characters now? If you move through a character token, to subtract 5?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
5 per character.
Yes.
Yeah.
That actually makes it simple.
Okay, and she is going to ready a. Yeah, she can see it. So she is going to ready a healing word, and the trigger will be Zid taking damage. Any damage.
Okay.
That's all she wants to do.
Alright, Allegretto's up.
Alright, answer me this, PJ, before I actually do anything. I can shoot and move, correct?
Yeah.
Since I'm still learning. Okay, so I can shoot this cultist and still take my 30 move.
25 since Sparrow's in the way, but yes.
Well, 25. Alright, so then we're going to try and shoot that cultist, make, life a little bit easy. 22.
That hits.
7.
7, it's not quite dead, but you did do tons of damage to it.
Alright, and then we're going to out the door. How am I doing so far, PJ? I've got very limited sight lines because I've got my character selected.
Feel free to drop your token right where it is.
I'm okay to drop it right here?
Yes.
Alright. Am I able to turn around and ready another shot?
Readying is an action. You've already taken one.
Then no, I cannot, and I will give it over to Sparrow to get the fuck out the door.
Can I
Yeah,
have a
before-
bardic inspiration or something to help anything I can use to dodge in case the dragon?
Yeah,
tries to
I'm
kill me?
definitely gonna give you a bardic expiration, just screaming, "Run away!"
Run away!
Run away!
Sure you don't want to? You sure you don't want to do the classic Lizzie don't die?
That too. We'll kind of combine it there.
What
And
is
then
what is Sparrow's instrument again?
it's a lute
Okay, so
because birds can't play flute.
so Sparrow just very quickly plays a couple strings in the lute, and then
Yeah.
screams.
Get it out, don't die.
I could seriously imagine her like running, and every footstep is like do 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 do.
Has anyone seen The Road to El Dorado? Because I imagine Sparrow playing the lute the same way that Miguel does.
Yes, exactly.
In the meme.
Yeah.
Oh god.
That's exactly it. That's canon now.
We have the best part.
That is a bonus action, so I'm going to take a shot at that cultist there, and then I'm going to run away. That's probably not gonna hit. That is a 10.
10 total?
Yeah.
No, that doesn't hit.
Okay. Then I'm running.
You remember how to anchor your movement, right? There you go.
Yeah, my spacebar is a little bit janky, so I'll go behind everybody here.
Alright, next is Manu.
Fuck out. Get the fuck out. What do you need to get the fuck out?
Yeah. When Mano looks to the dragon, and then he does a little wave and then turns invisible.
Oh, you fucking cunt! You fucking cunt!
Don't forget that only lasts into the end of your turn.
I know. That's why I'm just moving.
You bitch!
Oh
Okay.
god. This is
So that-
not gonna go well. Sid.
Okay. Yeah, so I can move to about here. So, yeah, Manu moves to there, and then his invisibility wears off. So, there you go.
The rest of his allies just see a Furbolg paladin appear next to this bed. after seeing the mattress, indent a couple times on its own.
Yeah.
As everyone is leaving the room and leaving Zid behind, Zid just kind of looks at them and says, I don't like you as much as I did before.
Hey, well, all of this is, like, turns are assumed to be happening simultaneously, right?
Effective.
Kinda, yeah.
So wait, I'm just like slapping people on the ass as they're running through the door like, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, fuck you, I hate you.
As the dragon's doing whatever he's doing to you and you alone.
Because what is the length of an entire round again? 6 seconds?
6 seconds.
So
I mean, he could take solace in the fact I did shoot the cultist nearest to him before I walked out the door.
Yeah.
Oh, I appreciate that, but I can outrun his ass. It's the fucking dragon that I can't outrun right now.
Yeah.
Well, we don't.
Let's hope he critically misses.
Well,
That.
Papref Daar.
If it's fucking breath, then I should be able to get some kind of save.
Let's see. I want to measure something real quick. Yeah, he totally would. Okay. Papref Daar flies to about here. And then he tries to catch both his own ally, because he failed him, and Zid in his acid breath.
Oh. Does that mean it offers Zid some form of protection being behind the guy?
No, it's not how cones work.
well, it's a pretty low check though. I mean, it's only DC 11.
Yeah, and he has bardic inspiration.
Ah!
There you go. You're good.
Fuck this! Get the fuck out! I am dashing out, just so you know. I will be miles ahead of you fucks.
Well, don't forget, you
That
don't
just
die.
means he takes half to it, right?
Yeah, you take half damage. And the cultist does as well because it made it save. But the cultist dies instantly, save or no. And Zid takes 9 damage.
Oh, my
okay.
asshole is almost gone!
Yeah, this thing really could have killed us in like one hit if it wanted, huh?
Technically, isn't there a triggered instant action because he got hurt?
Yes! There's a fucking healing word! 10! Go fuck yourself!
Ah,
Middle finger to the dragon like bolts.
And you know what? Just to add insult to injury, I'm gonna take a reaction and do Hellish Rebuke on the fucker! So he has to make a dex save.
What difficulty?
Doesn't matter.
DC's 15.
Doesn't matter, I rolled a 20.
Okay.
Ah, fuck!
Does he take half on a save?
Oh, yeah, he does. Oh, thank God.
No, is that non-elemental?
It's fire.
Fire? Okay. Takes 5 damage. And it barely looks like it did anything to him.
Yeah, I know they got a lot of HP, even the little ones.
Just thinking of the way that Zid is reacting to all this, I don't know. It's very strange.
Wait, are you talking about Zid, or are you talking about the player behind Zid? Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me.
The problem is, can't this guy just effectively follow us outside?
I don't give a fuck what he can do. I'm getting the fuck out.
Question is, would he? With as weak as he is, considering he's
Okay.
only, you know.
So, I'll
well.
be there, and I am going to dash.
No, the baby dragons called wormlings in this, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am dashing. I am dashing. I am dashing. My asshole is on fire. I am dashing.
Okay, I think you've moved enough.
Yeah. You're good.
Oh no, I'm calculating this shit. I am actually doing math. So that's all I can do.
Okay, next is the dead cultist, so move that. Then the cult leader, who doesn't do anything. He just kind of stands there.
Cause he don't want to fuck up.
Alright, next is Wilkus.
Wilkus is going to delay his turn until after Manu.
Okay. Alright, Lizzie.
Okay. And then she wants to do a dash action. There we go.
Allegretto.
Allegretto is going to get over here. Do I have to take difficult terrain for getting over the
Corpses?
dead bodies?
Yes.
Yes.
But not if you like, swerve
Sidle
between
around
them
it.
like that.
Yeah.
Or
At this point, probably dash. Just dash your tits off.
well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand right here to let everybody else get out the door. Create bonfire on the previous doorway.
Oh, okay. That's a fairly good idea.
Okay, let me just draw one real quick.
At which point he's going to say, "Get the fuck out of here." And the expectation is that he's going to hold that until the last possible second. Or until it becomes no longer feasible.
Okay, Sparrow is up.
Running.
Arrow's already running like a motherfucker. You don't even need to tell him.
Nope. I'm a coward. I'll run.
You're a coward?
I'm a coward.
So you like go moo all the time?
Yes. No. Stop.
After that 24 feet, what would it be? An athletics to jump over the corpse to keep moving for the
I'm
fucking
just
door?
gonna make a. I'm
Oh
gonna make a
yeah,
dash.
I forgot. You guys can just jump over these corpses, no problem. You all have at least 10 strength.
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't? Never mind.
No, I don't.
Flap your wings and fly for everything you're worth.
She doesn't have wings. He doesn't
Actually,
have wings, should I say?
they kind of do. Kenku can't fly though. They all wish they could fly, but they can't.
Yeah. I wish I could fly, but I can't.
Oh, if only I was level 3.
Next is Manu.
Manu kind of thinks a little bit before moving, but then he just proceeds to keep running. Yeah, he's just gonna run. So let's do this. As he goes back, he does say good luck to Welkus. Let's see, because that's
Move
45.
Move 55 feet. Just
That'll take me about here. Yeah.
just don't forget, you're strong enough to just hop over these corpses.
Yes. Continue.
Next is Wilkus.
And as Wilkus starts his turn, Zid kind of yells back, "You just had to check for a trapdoor, didn't you?"
I've got an idea. When I get up to the top of the... how wide is the opening to this place?
The trap door is, I want to say it's maybe 7 by 7 feet in dimensions, about 5 inches
I know
thick.
the rules probably don't mention it, but how wide are my nets? Could I space a net over the opening?
You have the rules for nets on you right now, right?
Just the combat rules.
Oh shit. TJ, can I ask you a quick question?
Hang on. I'm looking. I've got everything right in front of me here.
I was just going to ask if a net could cover a large creature or not, or if it's for medium or smaller only.
Shit, where'd it go? Nets. I just had... a
Large or smaller creature.
Yeah, you can
Okay,
cover the
so
door.
we're totally fit up.
Now,
Sweet.
What do you want, Dan?
This thing mentioned it could fly in. That means this thing can fly. Would it be
True.
too much to ask what his movement speed is?
You don't know?
No, I don't know!
Well, you could.
No, I'm saying you don't.
You could guess based on the speed at which it flew at you.
I'm gonna guess at least 40, maybe 50.
It's 60.
Ah! That motherfucker's gonna catch us in the hall!
Not necessarily. Now, that's all Wilkus does for now. Is any of this tunnel loose earth, or is it all paved stone?
The beginning of it is loose earth. The rest of it is paved stone. Like, this section is stone. This section is dirt. In fact, those aren't really stairs. That's dirt. And the hatch is like right here.
Okay.
So is that all Wilkus is doing?
Yep.
Okay. Then
I
next
was gonna
is
say, you collapse the tunnel on us, I'll fucking slit your throat. I will come to Kentucky and slit your throat. You collapse this tunnel on us.
next is Papref Daar, who sees the fire emerge just as he's approaching the doorway, and he's not immune to fire, so naturally he's afraid of it. So he busts through a nearby doorway and tries to find an alternate means of reaching you all.
We
Oh my
have
God.
time.
It's going
We have
around.
time.
Run.
Keep moving.
Yep. Next is Zid.
Oh, thank God. See you later.
I can't even see what. Well, no, only PJ can see what the dragon did.
So I can get here, but I want to take the dash action and get the fuck out the trap door.
Okay, Zid's out.
Oh, we don't got to worry about him following us?
Now, if you're in this space, you're outside. Let's just say that.
Just move over.
Okay, you done?
Well, yeah. That's pretty much all I'm doing. Okay.
Alright, next is Wilkus. You just dashing out? Is everybody just dashing out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lizzie wants out.
Just keep in mind that
Well, hold on. Wilkus holds to behind Zid. Because once everyone's out, he's going to use Mold Earth to collapse the tunnel.
Okay. After everybody is out, I'm just gonna move everybody out. Yep, right around this point in time, Wilkus would be able to see Papref Daar bursting through this door.
Oh, good.
He sees you, and he's still flying angrily at you.
Yeah, time to collapse the tunnel.
how do you go about doing that?
Yeah,
Mold Earth cantrip.
read it, please.
Let's see. Duration instantaneous or lasting up to 1 hour. You choose a portion of dirt or stone that you can see within range that fits in a 5-foot cube. You manipulate it in one of the following ways. The way I'm going to do is, if you target an area of loose earth, you can instantaneously evacuate it, move it along the ground, and deposit it up to 5 feet away. This movement doesn't have enough force to cause damage. And since that's not one of its duration effects, he can do that infinite numbers of times. If he was trying to write messages in it or something, he could only do that twice.
What kind of action is it?
Action.
Action. Okay, so what are you doing? Just trying to collapse the tunnel a bit?
Yeah, the dirt I'm pulling is from the ceiling, so it's removing support from there.
Obviously, I would have broken concentration on the create bonfire. Where in relation to the doorway is the tunnel part that's being collapsed?
This part is stone, this part is dirt.
So would I be able to theoretically create a bonfire right at the doorway to keep him in there while...
Yeah.
Then that's what I would do. I would create a bonfire right there to seal him in while he's collapsing the tunnel.
Okay, you create another bonfire to slow him down while Wilkus works on collapsing the tunnel. And all Papref Daar can do is flail uselessly around the fire, growling at you. And finally, when he finally decides that maybe it's time he just takes a risk, he flies through the fire, taking some damage but not enough to kill him, just as Wilkus is finishing up blocking up the pathway.
Yes!
Nothing
The pallet doesn't happen to fall on him, though, right?
No, it just completely blocks this section. Nothing short of something with a burrowing speed, or maybe a shovel in a few hours, can get through this now.
So we have time to get the fuck out.
I suggest we just keep running.
Yeah, let's go.
Moving everybody.
At which point Allegretto, bursting out of the hole, is going to be screaming, God, I can't remember her name off the top of my head, Seraph, to get your ass moving.
I haven't heard that a million times, and then she gets up.
Dragon.
Oh, haven't heard that one very often.
Yeah, no time to explain, just move.
Yeah, as soon as everyone clears the trapdoor, if there's any more loose earth up the ladder way, Wilkus is going to collapse some of it as well, just to make it even harder to get out of there.
Okay, you basically plug up the tunnel as much as you can. I'm assuming Manu also covers up the trapdoor at the net.
I mean, I don't know if that's really necessary at this point.
Do it. Just do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fine,
God knows the net isn't really helping you anyway.
I like my nets.
Okay, you bury the Black Dragon Wormling and his one remaining cultist in the tomb, and you all escape. Hooray!
Yay!
Can I make a net that has caltrops built into it? Like, so it spikes people when it nets them with it?
Didn't there used to be a spike net?
I don't know, maybe.
There was a spiked shield.
Why isn't there chain nets?
I think...
Probably because of the weight.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe, I don't know. But, for that entire dungeon, let's see. Each of you gets 108 experience.
Alright. But that thing is supposed to be an easy encounter?
Yeah,
It
it's,
does, like,
it's
10 damage?
CR2.
Yeah, but that was a clusterfuck for us.
Wait, 100 and what experience?
108.
108,
Still not level 2 yet.
What's level 2? 300?
Yep.
300.
We're close.
Yeah, I'm at 258.
It's also only 20 after 8. There's still plenty of time, gentlemen and ladies.
Now,
Yeah.
hold on.
But now
I
is...
did-
Yes, I know you wanted to go because you're sick, right?
Yes. I want to get some extra sleep to hopefully get myself better more quickly, so I will have to be going. Do you guys mind controlling my character while I'm gone?
Your character...
Authorize us.
Your character will probably just slip into the background, actually.
Okay.
And the party size will just be reduced to 5 people, not counting Seraph.
So that means I will be behind the leveling, correct?
Yeah, you won't get experience for any other encounters in this session.
That's fine. I can handle that.
So,
Alright.
realistically, before Tyler leaves, PJ, what was the actual likelihood that this party could have actually defeated that dragon?
Well, it's acid breath. Well, it has a recharge of 5 to 6, so it can't use it all the time. But it does 5d8. So it had the potential to instantly kill 4 people simultaneously in the right circumstances.
Okay, so the right decision was made. Book it, Dano. Come back
Well,
to this guy later.
Again, it was
Are
a
you
very
able
well.
to tell us how much health it had?
30-something.
I rolled for it, actually. This one in particular had 29.
We could have killed it, but it would have been so risky.
It would have been
It would have.
Yeah.
much of a risk.
Plus,
I'm
now
not
you're.
gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. The second we hit the RP zone, I looked that fucker up. I was like, "Oh, that's why we were all clumped up."
I'm wondering if that thing's going to end up coming back at some point, though. I do wonder.
It now has the potential to.
hmm
If
This
it's
is a story that can happen later. Or, who knows, maybe it'll fuck off.
Anyway, I'll catch up with you guys later. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for that. But that was a great for that one encounter. That was great. That was fantastic. Good job. All right.
Good night. And as for
Good night.
everybody else, it is now break time. We will resume at 8:40.